Hello students, we are going to now look at the different topics which come under management science, or it is also called as quantitative techniques used in decision making as well as forecasting. So this is the book which we are going to use. This is a online copy I have, 13th edition, by Anderson, Sweeney, Williams, Cam and Martin, An Introduction to Management Science, Quantitative Approaches to Decision Making. So we will directly go to the decision making chapter, which is chapter 3:13, that is decision analysis. So we will be going into this, understanding decision analysis, various approaches, and I will cover whatever is there in our syllabus, in the normal MBA syllabus. So the decision making, the importance of decision making, I need not highlight here. Every organization continuously needs to take decisions, and because the things are very much volatile in the market, the entire dynamics keeps on changing rapidly, and hence the organization must be always alert, must remain always alert and keep on collecting data and analyze the data collected to take proper strategic decisions, and later on again to go back and check whether those decisions have given the results which they were trying to get. If not, they need to again go back to their decisions. Maybe they need to do some fine tuning of the decisions they have taken, or it can be a totally shift in their strategic direction, and again they will take decisions, again they will implement. So this entire cycle keeps on happening in the organizations. So to understand this decision analysis, we are going to use this particular example from the book. I am on page 634. So the problem goes like this: Pittsburgh Development Corporation (PDC) purchase land that will be the site of a new luxury condominium complex. Basically, they are building row houses of different sizes, and they are selling them. The location provides a spectacular view of downtown Pittsburgh and the Golden Triangle, where the Allegheny and Monongahela rivers meet to form the Ohio River. Basically, they are saying that this particular site is very scenic, and definitely there will be a good response to this particular site. The PDC plans to price the individual condominium units between $300,000 to $1.4 million. Now they have three options in front of them, basically three different project options. First is a small option, which is, they call it D1, a small complex with 30 condominiums. D2, a medium complex with 60 condominiums, and D3, a large complex with 90 condominiums. Right? And when they take a particular decisions, they obviously start planning their entire resources required for that. So they have to have clarity in their mind what is the size of the project they are going for. Accordingly, they will be requiring to arrange the entire thing, that is the manpower, the raw material, the finances and all that. Now always the market will have always variability. So we call this variability is as a chance event. So in decision analysis, the possible outcomes for a chance event are referred to as states of nature. The state of nature are defined so that one and only one of the possible states of nature will occur. So for this particular problem there are two states of nature, S1, so there can be a strong demand for the condominiums, and there can be a weak demand, S2, weak demand for the condominiums. Now this is going to happen when they start selling those condominiums. At that time, maybe 6 months later, or whenever the condominiums are ready, then that time what will be the demand position? It can be either S1 or it can be S2. Now management must select a decision alternative, that is the complex size. Then a state of nature follows, demand for the condominiums, and finally the consequence will occur. So what is consequence? Consequence is whether this particular decision and the combination of decision taken and the state of nature, how much will be the financial consequence of that, whether the PDC company will make a profit or loss, and of what size, or what what will be the total profit or loss. So that is also called as consequences. So whenever such problem is in front of us, first what we need to do is to create an influence diagram, which is a simple representation of the what is going to happen. So let us directly understand how to draw the influence diagram. So always the square or rectangle indicates the decision. So we have here the complex size as a decision and three alternatives. So we have to write D1, D2 and D3 here as our decisions. The states of nature is always shown by a circle. So in this state of nature we have the demand. So there can be two possibilities, strong demand S1 or a weak demand S2. And the result of this is always shown in this quadrilateral, and it is called as profit. Here the consequence is profit. So this is called as our influence diagram. So any problem you come in front of you, you have to first draw the influence diagram to understand clearly what is this the states of nature and the decisions and consequences. Then for the organization, always they will clearly know the consequences, because they are in this business. They know if they create a small complex D1 and there is a strong demand, so they already have calculated that it will be $8 million as their payoffs. $8 million. If it is a D1 and a weak demand combination, then they can expect $7 million as the payoff. If it is a medium complex, 14 million in S1 and 5 million if there is a weak demand S2. But if they go for the large project D3 and there is a strong demand, then they will get up to 20 millions as payoff. And if the demand becomes a weak demand situation and they have gone for D3, then it will be a 9 million loss or a negative 9 million as payoff dollars as payoff. So this is called as the payoff table for the project or for the PDC condominium project, and payoffs are in dollar million. So this information will be always given to you, and you need to capture that when you are going through the problem. Now first let us look at the decision tree, how we are going to represent this in terms of a decision tree. So this is how we draw the decision tree before we start solving the problem. So the decision is always shown into a square. So this is where we are making decisions, and we have three options: small, medium and large. So these first three branches of the trees are basically our decisions, and at the end of that decision, when we have the states of nature. The states of nature are shown as circles. So we are showing here first circle, second circle, third circle, and each circle has the branches which are representing the states of nature: strong S1, weak S2, strong S1, weak S2, strong S1, weak S2. Right, and the payoffs in each combination which we get from this table 8, 7, 14, 5, 20, -9 are arranged here, are written here, because when the company makes us decision to go for a small complex and the demand is strong, they are going to get 8 million. But if they go for a large complex and the demand is strong, they are going to get a $20 million payoff. So students, for this particular video I just wanted to introduce these basic concepts which are going to be used in decisions. The next video will explain you about the solution without probabilities, and then we are going to go for, in my third video, decision making with probabilities. Thank you.